Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back again for another round of shoving folks in tubes in XCOM, The Long War. Yeah, we're packing them in like Jimmy Dean at an old folks' home in an effort to get someone bumped up high enough to become our volunteer, but so far, no luck. And, let me take a moment here just to point out that my previous statement was in no way an attempt to imply that Jimmy Dean brand sausage is made from old people, because I don't want Jimmy's corporate knackers showing up at my house unannounced to turn me into 1/3 of someone's sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast biscuit. Besides, I'm pretty sure the estate of Charlton Heston would quickly slap me with a cease and desist if I ran around screaming, "Jimmy Dean is made from people! It's people!" Pretty sure that would happen, so. I'm just going to go ahead and set aside my crippling fear of the looming might of the Jimmy Dean Corporation for a moment, and get to work emulating their patented tube-filling style as we start scanning, shoving folks in there in an effort so that we can get someone to our Gollop Chamber, which isn't actually finished, I might add, and produce a candidate that's ripe for awakening. So basically, we're just killing some time here. And that awakening is probably going to take a little longer than I'd like, given that I don't have either a Robert De Niro or a Robin Williams on my team. So, it's going to be a little harder to achieve than it was in the 90s for Penny Marshall. Australia wants some Seeker Rex. Probably to turn into sausage of their own. Those wacky Australians with their Vegemite and whatnot. They've got a lot of strange foods down there. Seems like Seekamite would be something they would spread on a toast point. I'm going to go ahead and just say yes. Not that I need 2 engineers, because I really don't give a shit about engineers at all. Just because I have 62 Seeker X and I don't necessarily want to have to go down to sell them all. I'm a lazy man. Charlie Sheen back on duty. Flounder.
A direct link on the secure channel.
Oh good, a hailing request from Optimus Prime. This should be a delight. What do you want, Optimus Prime? So you're just going to go full-on silent treatment, huh? No, I'm cool with that, Optimus Prime, because this way you can't say any, creepy or oddly disturbing things to me that are slightly sexually suggestive and make me uncomfortable. Local German cemeteries have been cropping up all over the media, huh? Because, if you're going to go grave robbing,
we look forward to
Germany,
well,
that's the spot. I mean, that's the spot for grave robbing. Actually, I'm not sure if we've done... we probably have done the graveyard map before, so... I know we haven't done it recently. I gotta say, I'm actually pleased. This will be a nice change of pace. So let's put together a decent team here. Again, we're going to prioritize anyone who needs Psychic EXP. They get first choice, but it looks like... pretty much all of the... Well, except for John Rat Leguizamo. We got to start getting the Rat in more missions. He has a really high willpower. And it's not out of the question that the Rat might also wind up being our volunteer. With a 77 willpower, Rat's got a good chance of beating Lindsay Lohan over 100. It's gonna be a pretty tight race. So let's just throw the Rat in there, because we know Rat is going. He's not going to lead the mission. Actually, let's find ourselves a leader. We'll take a sniper. Uncle Mel. Yeah, let's take him out. Uncle Mel needs a little exercise. He's, wandering around a barracks lately, quoting scenes from Hamlet, and it's just starting to fucking creep everyone out. And they're all terrified he's gonna just pour poison in their ear, so... We're gonna make an effort to try and calm Uncle Mel down by letting him kill. It, seems to really be the only thing that truly calms his nerves. So for Uncle Mel, then, scope, laser sight, high-capacity mags, and... just an eager anticipation of the taste of blood in his mouth. It's what he needs, it's what he wants, and frankly, we have a use for him, so we're going to give it to him. Don't really need Real Steel Jackman backing him up, since Real Steel is also an officer, but Tay Groovy Diggs, I can't help but notice, is ready for a little action, and also can use some Psychic EXP. So if we take Tay, we're going to get a twofer, which means we're going to take Tay. So a little Titan armor for the Groove Injector. Plasma Sniper Rifle, or rather a Plasma Rifle. Forte as well. On top of that, of course, he's going to have his patented scope, laser sight, and high-capacity mags. And that's got Tay Diggs locked, loaded, and ready to roll. Let's grab ourselves a gunner, and pretty much literally anyone will do. Megan Desert Fox. Do we have anybody who needs EXP? Maybe a Nicki Minaj, perhaps? Ah, alright. So the crater is available. We're going to tap that ass, folks. And I mean tap as in utilize, not as in have sex with. Although, hey, it's Nicki Minaj. Anything goes. Plasma Nova Gun for the Nixter. We're going to give her a scope, a laser sight, some high-capacity mags to dovetail with that bad boy. Let's grab ourselves a scout and an assault trooper if we have one of each available. Oh, what a shame. Tara Reid is tired. I can't take her on a mission. Darn it, darn it, darn it. I was really looking forward to taking... No, I can't even finish that sentence. It's such a lie, I don't even care. Let's take Anna Big Gun's gun instead. Anna can still use some regular EXP. And, you know, she's been a pretty solid performer for us. Barring the 38 willpower from a couple unfortunate critical wounds that Anna has suffered. But other than that... she's been solid. Now, this is a council mission. I really probably shouldn't take a chemical grenade, but it's just force of habit. I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and take a chemical grenade. It's not out of the question we could have mutons here instead of thin men. If it's just thin men, not having a grenade that we need, not necessarily going to be a big deal. Thin men at this point are not really much of a threat. And if it's a muton, there is still a situation where it's possible we might find good use for it, so. Assault troopers are all tired, huh? Except for Charlie Sheen. Oh, good sweet Christ. I'm gonna have to take Charlie Sheen on a mission, aren't I? Alright then, let's just get it over with. It's a bitter pill. I'm just swallowing it dry. I'm just gonna take it, put it in my mouth, and swallow it. There's no point in hiding it in jelly or something to try and mask the taste and trick somebody into taking a pill they don't necessarily want to take. To put it in a bunch of ground beef. I'm not an animal here. I'll just give me the pill and I'll swallow it. I don't care. I'm gonna man up and do it. So for Charlie then, Archangel Armor, Reflex Cannon, Walker Servos, Breaching Ammo, Arc Thrower, blah blah blah. I normally would take a moment to moan about Charlie's foot speed or lack thereof, but you know what? I don't even care enough this time to bother. Let's just get the rat kitted up into action. John Leguizamo? John Leguizamo actually doesn't even need Psychic EXP. He's maxed. He just needs to go into the tube. We can't throw him into the tube if he's tired. Well, let's not even take him on a mission then, and we'll stick him in the tube after the mission is over. Do we have anybody else with a medic skill here who might need some actual EXP then? I'm thinking probably a Admiral Akbar is in order here. Yeah. It's either Admiral Akbar or Alan Alda. Let's just take Tori. She can always warn us in case of trap. But I'm going to tell you going in on this mission, Tori, it's a trap! So that way you don't feel compelled to, you know, try and convince me. I already know. It's cool. I think we'll double up on the battle scanners for Tori. I don't expect us to need a whole lot of healing on this particular mission. And Tori, you know what? Tori's not a gifted healer. She doesn't have Savior. Let's be safe rather than sorry. Something I'm sure many people have said with regard to Tori Spelling over the course of her career and her casting. Be like, you know, we could get Tori Spelling, and they're like, yeah, you know, we should probably be safe rather than sorry. Let's get someone else. And it was a good decision every single time, really, probably. So Jennifer Lopez then will have the J-Lo completing the kit. J-Lo also ready for the tube. We would consider tossing her in at the next possible opportunity. Plasma Carbine to help with J-Lo's foot speed. Battle Scanners, Alien Grenades. I'm considering going triple grenade here. Yeah, we actually have plenty of Battle Scanners, and J-Lo doesn't have a whole slew of grenades. She doesn't get 9, so instead of getting 6 and 2, we're just going to go 6 and 3, because that's all J-Lo can pack. Clearly, Jennifer Lopez not quite as experienced in the ass department as Kim Kardashian, because Kim's ass is capable of holding 3 extra grenades, while J-Lo's ass can only hold the 6. Kim Kardashian, 3 grenades more ass than Jennifer Lopez. That's a significant deficit, J-Lo. If you're gonna really market yourself as the chick with the ass, you're gonna have to kind of step up your game. I think Nikki may be edging you out. You're not a contender anymore, Jennifer. You're not a contender. That ass, it's just not getting it done. All right, then. What do we want to do for a... Yeah, let's take Charlie Hunnam. A man who has never met a bullet he didn't want to swallow. Let's get old Chuck into action here. Proximity mine launcher. We'll give him a regular grenade launcher as well. And Illyrium turbos is tempting, but Charlie's aim is not good. Thinking, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go with the turbos. That's fine. Charlie be aight. You'll be aight. When we get there, we can. We'll tell him Charlie sent you. Yeah. And then no one will get that reference and look at us, and they'll be like, "Come on, man, Starkist Tuna, don't you guys remember?" And everybody will still just stare at me with a blank face, and they'll be like, "I'm fucking old."
Touching down.
But let's get stuck in. Off to rescue a German cemetery.
Our target site is near the German border.
Thanks for the elaborate briefing, Bradford. off to drink, I don't know, between 15 and 20 gallons of gin, I'm going to guess? Or are we on the tail end of that and you're like working on gallon 17 right now and thus could be ours to tell us what the hell's going on? Probably the latter. Bradford likes gin.
The council has intercepted a report indicating suspicious activity.
Oh, we have fought this map before. This is not the cemetery I was thinking of. I was thinking of the other cemetery. This is going to be all thin men all the time, man. Which is fine. We've done this mission a number of times. We should have no real difficulty completing this. So let's get a scout and a battle scanner out, just so we have an idea where it's safe to park Uncle Mel. Big guns, you're pretty light on your feet.
Roger. Tracking.
Seems like a good opportunity for you to take a little action here. Should we not have, is there not a bomb disposal on this? Is there not like a... We're not looking for a trigger? I guess this isn't a bomb disposal. Okay, then. Now we can find some thin men, that's fine. The music went to like combat mode. Is that a thin man? Yeah, there's a bunch of them over there. Okay. Now we have an interesting situation here. Normally, Uncle Mel, if we just flew him up high and parked him in a corner, would be entirely safe. However, thin men, they are equally known for having squad sight at their disposal, which means Uncle Mel, if we do this, Uncle Mel could be in not insignificant amount of peril here. Can Uncle Mel not get along his back wall? It's just sort of where I want him. There you go. So get up high, Uncle Mel. Alright. So Uncle Mel has shots. That's good. Let's just leave Uncle Mel there for the moment. In order for any of them to shoot Uncle Mel, somebody would also have to be able to see Uncle Mel, and I think we're going to take advantage of this and make certain that Uncle Mel is not within view of any of the enemy on our first turn. Then we'll try and pop these guys and take them out before they get a chance to pick Uncle Mel out of the sky. We're going to have a dash from the Groovemeister. We'll move J-Lo forward as well. Uncle Mel, you're still fine right where you're at, buddy. Charlie Sheen, why don't you go forward a little? Have some Overwatch. Uncle Mel, why don't you just go ahead and go on Overwatch, actually. And then we'll have old Charlie, old Chuck Hunnam here, sort of holding down the fort for us. And he's going to Overwatch as well. Start a new turn. So we got thin men on the move. Those guys are not activated yet, so we're still okay. Or are they? They are suddenly activated? I can't tell. They may just be moving. They may not be active yet. That's a significant drawback, actually. We were setting up to engage that pod, and then no engagement is going to happen. We have at least 3 very large pods of thin men active on the map. How that pod got spawned and then moved away, sometimes these thin men have bizarre reactions. See, like, this pod is still not popped. They've actually not yet been activated. So I think we'll just go ahead and activate them.
I've got a visual.
And so clearly those guys have now activated and are ready to do stuff. Charlie Hunnam can see 3. Before we have Chuck do anything, let's switch to Uncle Mel. Alright, Uncle Mel has a flank shot on 1. Can't miss. Possible kill there. Alright, so Uncle Mel can't miss any of these shots. And Uncle Mel has double tap ready, so let's take out 2. Score 1 for Uncle Mel, and look at this distance on Uncle Mel's rifle, man. That is a long shot from Uncle Mel. Look at the flight time on this bullet. That was kind of poorly done, Uncle Mel. You actually kind of needed to kill that dude. Still, Uncle Mel is going to be feeling pretty goddamn pleased with himself after that performance, because, you know, we praised the length of his tool, sort of, and Uncle Mel likes that. He likes being told he is. Well, he likes anything that sort of implies he has a big penis. Speaking of a greasy pace, Charlie Sheen pulling a little bit of winning out for us there. He got some shit done right there. That was a fine shot, Charlie. I'm not prone to praise you because you're sort of a worthless piece of crap, but in that particular instance, you got some shit done. Corey's going to dash up to the side of that mausoleum. We're going to have big guns take cover here behind this park bench. She may have a shot. She does. Actually, 2. 2 terrible, terrible, terrible shots. And you know what? I'm still going to take one of these shots only to holo target. What a surprise. You know, one thing I'd like to point out. Now, over the course of this series, I think I have missed 99% shots on more than one occasion. Actually, on quite a few occasions, I know for a fact I've missed 99% shots. What I have not done, however, is hit a 1% shot. I've never hit a 1%er. Now, we're looking at a sort of a theory of large numbers things, because of course I've taken a hell of a lot more 99% shots than I've taken 1% shots, but I still can't help but feel that the aliens may be taking a little bit of unfair advantage of some of the number crunching. I'm going to put a proximity mine on that, just to make sure he doesn't go anywhere. If he wants to shoot at us from a long distance, I'm comfortable with that. He should have a pretty poor chance to hit. So a little bit more from Team Thin Man sneaking in. Looks like Nicki Minaj is going to crack some Overwatch. She is indeed. Straight up in his gob. Nicki has split his upper lip with that shot. Man, that was some fine shooting, Nicki. And I say she split his upper lip because, of course, it sort of rhymes, and sort of rhyming, Nicki Minaj's fucking forte. If she's not rhyming a word with itself, by God, she's going to find two words that sort of rhyme, like a slant rhyme kind of thing, and she's going to fucking milk that for all it's worth. Okay, so that elite apparently hates his team and just felt like fragging one of his buddies for no good reason, and then shot directly into a wall beside his own head. I am not perturbed by that behavior at all. Now he's going to fall back. Wow, that's a General Custer maneuver right there. That's the patented Custer plan. Do something real stupid and then immediately regret it. Fine work, sir. And I mean that in all seriousness, fine work. I really appreciate what you're bringing to Team Alien on this part of the project. Your contributions to the XCOM project specifically have been dramatic now. You're getting more. We're getting more out of you than we are out of our own guys. Alright, so that's going to eliminate some cover. Not brilliant performance from J-Lo, but probably enough. We don't want to take the easy guys route in the open. We've got to have Uncle Mel take maybe a little longer shot at somebody we're a little less likely to get a poke at. This could be a kill. Uncle Mel, let's see that long dong, buddy. Well, okay. Maybe that dong isn't quite as long as we were giving you credit for, Mel. Maybe it's just an average-sized tool. Hey, Diggs is going to get himself a couple kills here. Start off with Thin Man Navigator, and then we've got a follow-up shot for the Groove Meister, which should be, yeah, it's a guaranteed kill. We're going to take it. So Tay Diggs stepping out, calmly firing off, and picking off two. Admiral Akbar, why don't you step up here? Okay. You may have a real bad shot. Yeah, we're going to take whatever your best one is. Double 40%. I'm comfortable with giving Tori a chance to kill you. And that's why we call her Admiral Akbar, because that fish-eyed glare of Tori's, well, that shit ain't just for show. There's a reason for it. We don't really have a good spot to put Charlie winning Sheen. That's going to leave him in a likely position to garner a kill. But we can do some good work here with Anna Big Gun's gun on a potential flank shot. She's got two. I think we'll go for the more likely to hit and guarantee kill. Although if we had hit the more distant trooper with a reflex cannon, probably would have still been a kill. Charlie cannot get any kind of cover and still have a shot. Well, he has a shot, but it's not good at all. So that leaves us Chuck, Charlie, and Nikki. Nikki, I don't have a feeling is going to be able to contribute anything here. Yeah, she has no shot at all. Let's put Nikki on Overwatch in the event of an unexpected run-in. Now, Chuck is a mech trooper, so he can dash straight through this poison without care. And that's precisely what we're going to do. Old Chuck's going to come in for the flanker, and if we can get a critical here, this should be a kill. Critical chance, very, very good. Charlie delivers. Nicely done, sir. If there's one thing we can count on Charlie to do, it's pilot a mechanical suit of a robot death armor. It's his one skill, folks. His one skill. And considering that we don't have actual mechanical suits of robot death armor yet, Charlie is a man who's still waiting for his time to shine. In the meantime, he's going to be in Pacific Rim, and the sequels to Pacific Rim, when possible, because it's all he can get. We're going to do a little bit of advancing, sort of a conservative turn here. We're going to reload when we get the opportunity. Nikki's only down one bullet. Probably more important to get Nikki in a better position than it is to make sure she has plenty of ammo. Uncle Mel is going to land, and he's going to begin repositioning.
Moving.
I'm going to take a base move here just to give Uncle Mel a chance to reload his To reload his tool, Uncle Mel has a
That's online.
little bit shorter refractory period, or rather a little longer refractory period than some of our other troopers, because Uncle Mel does not have lock and load, so, you know.
Hauling ass.
It's a performance issue, and yeah, he's a little sensitive about it. If you don't mind, you could, you know, try and avoid mentioning it. Jennifer Lopez is real slow.
Got it.
Tay Diggs is just going to stand in the open a moment to get a chance to take a
Ready to
reload.
rock.
Alright, so now we've consolidated, everyone's re-equipped, rearmed. Got some aliens over in that direction. Alright. Seekers.
Positive enemy contact.
So we've got 2 Seekers and a Thin Man. They have been activated. This is actually good for us. So what we can do is put out a battle scanner to decloak the Thin Man, and then just engage the enemy. We should be in okay shape. Thinking big guns may be the battle scanner we need in this situation. So if you would, big guns, close the distance. And deploy that battle scanner for us. Should be directly in the area we need it. Big guns popping it out for us. Bam! Oh, actually, big guns. Look at that. Big guns getting a buy one, get one with that battle scanner. Little BOGO action for the gunner. We've got a whole nother pod over here that is yet to be activated. And Charlie Winning Sheen actually in a very good position to do some quality killing here. Old Chuck's going to step forward. He's got a can't miss shot. This is almost guaranteed kill.
Got him.
Chuck delivers 1. Can Chuck go 2 for 2? Yes, he can.
Tray neutralized.
So Charlie Sheen getting shit done for us. Nicki Minaj has a shot from where she's at. Now I think that's actually probably our best bet with Nikki. Let's go ahead and let her take it. This should be a kill if it hits. Thunderous blast from Nicki Minaj's mighty lyrical cannon there. That was a mighty shot from the Nixter. 18 thunderous damage. J-Lo, we're going to move her forward. And J-Lo probably the only person on our team who's going to be able to get some damage here or do anything useful to this alien. Hopefully we can destroy this statue. There we go. So we now have a Thin Man standing right out in the open, dong swaying in the breeze, and Uncle Mel is ready to deliver. Uncle Mel is going to stand and deliver for us here. Poke 1 in the head. Uncle Mel with the double tap for the follow-up. Once again, Mel Gibson's tool showing its sword-like strength.
I'm about to start keeping score.
Yeah, you maybe should probably... Well, we've sort of been keeping score all along, Mel. I mean, I don't know if you need to start keeping score. We've been doing it. Perhaps you should just say you should continue keeping score. I mean, the peoples of the world are definitively keeping score with you. You had a quite positive score with the public opinion kind of situation until very recently, in which, you know, your positive score has, well, gone down dramatically. We want to engage... Really, I think our best bet would be to just go ahead and pop this pod. Now, Uncle Mel doesn't have quite as good shots as he had a moment ago, but we're still going to light him up. And 87% for a kill here is good enough. Now, not quite a kill, but Uncle Mel did some damage. Let's see how the aliens react. Seekers are coming forward. Looks like the rest of the units are falling back. That's fine. That's going to give us a chance to a little divide and conquer action here. Tay Groovy Diggs has shots from where he's at. He's currently in cover, so we're going to enjoy Tay's action. Just let him work. That's less than we were hoping to get out of you, Tay Diggs. We should go ahead and finish what we started.
Bye-bye.
If we'd been a little stronger from the outset, we wouldn't have needed the second shot there. Took you 2, and that's unfortunate. This should be a kill for Nikki. We can likely get 1 hit out of this. Exactly what we needed. Nikki getting the job done. You destroyed a little bit more of Tay Diggs' cover than I'm necessarily comfortable with. Nikki. That was somewhat poorly done. Fortunately, it looks like Anna Big Gun's gun is going to be there to kind of pick up the pieces for you. Nikki getting a little aggressive with her lyrical stylings. It's this is grounds for a potential rap feud, Nikki. You could wind up in a situation like you had not too long ago with Little Kim here, and I don't think any of us wants that, Nikki. I mean, that whole Little Kim thing, I mean, it turned out okay this time, but it's never wise to just start haphazard rap feuds. You gotta pick your battles carefully, Nikki, and especially when it comes to the rap game. Yeah, we're going for the cover destruction here more so than the damage. J-Lo gonna pitch that grenade over the shoulder. A patented no-look Kobe Bryant-style grenade chuck there. Kobe, of course, known for his no-look grenade throwing. He was actively recruited by the U.S. military, actually, was Kobe Bryant. But, well, the military simply couldn't match the NBA's offer, and Kobe, he took the more lucrative contract. And that's a dead thing.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, so, Operation Devil's Flame, that was a fucking surgically precise, clean sweep right there, I gotta say. We were slicing that scalpel like Nicki Minaj's plastic surgeon at his most efficient. That was brutal for these thin men. I almost feel bad for them. Almost, but not really. Alright then, so Sacred Flame, burning strong as we head back home. That's the kind of outing our troopers love to have. No one, I don't, you know, I'm not even sure we even got shot at on that mission. I don't think we did. I don't think the enemies ever even fired a weapon.
A flawless effort. Not a single casualty.
For once, Dr. Valen tend to agree with you. If this were fucking Mortal Kombat, Sung Kang would out there be saying, flawless victory. Because that truly, I think, was a flawless victory. And a Big Guns Gun grabbing herself a promotion, and I have to say, a much well-deserved promotion. Much well-deserved? Yeah. Going double up on the superlative there. What ability should we give Big Guns? Aggression, not that interesting. Tactical sense, quite good. Smoke and Mirrors is intriguing, simply because we use Big Guns with the battle scanner. Also, it gives 2 aim. Big Guns battle scanner, or rather, Big Guns aim is not fantastic. Tactical defense is so solid, though. It really is quite good. It's always at least 5% tougher for the enemy to hit you, at least, and up to 20%. That can be a big bonus. And Anna is really fast already. You know what? I think we're going to go with Tactical Sense. I really honestly think it's the better choice for Big Guns. She is in a forward position a lot where we use her for attempted captures, so having her be as defensible as possible makes sense to me, at least. Will to Survive is trash. Killer Instinct, it gives you extra critical damage when you run and gun, which, you know, that's okay. Even with the reflex cannon, though, I kind of feel like it's overkill. I mean, if you run and gun, you're really very much likely to critical for a lot of damage the thing that you're going to hit. But my problem with it is, if you're running and gunning already, you're sort of counting on one-shotting the thing that you need that you're going to be shooting at. You're counting already on sort of one-shotting it. And if you can't one-shot it, then you shouldn't be running and gunning at it. And the extra 50% critical, either you're going to be doing it to something that you know you can guaranteed kill, or if you try it on something that you know you can't guaranteed get the kill on, you really shouldn't be doing it in the first place. I like Ranger better, actually, I really do. Ranger is bonus damage all the time, so also, contrarily, it's also bonus crit damage, but again, it applies in all situations instead of just where Killer Instinct is only after a run and gun. In the interest of keeping Charlie Sheen winning as much as possible, and, you know, that guy needs the wins because somebody's got to buy the goddess's drugs. They don't, you know, those chicks don't work for free. Some Illyrium, 9 Thin Men corpses, weapon fragments, some Seeker Rex, blah blah blah. All stuff we don't care about. 36 panic reduction in Germany, which I think was possibly already at the baseline for panic anyway. I am going to check very quickly, just down at the Psi Labs, to make sure every tube is filled, and every tube is in fact filled. So, as soon as Sun Kang, Red Brown, or the Tool Pusher pops out of the tube, we're probably going to put old John Rat Leguizamo in their stead, or possibly a Lindsay Lohan. Anybody who's at the max rank and is not one of those 3 will probably be taking their place, assuming those guys fail. So, and I'm sort of assuming they're going to fail. I mean, none of them had particularly strong chances. Anyway, we'll go ahead and wrap things up here. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, even though we're going through these in-game doldrums, consider subscribing as well. Hopefully soon we'll be headed to the Temple ship for our final raid, and then perhaps updating to the new build in a very near future. So fingers crossed, folks. We'll see you again soon.